This is an IQ production. It's a indeed.
Tryna release touch. Motherfucker meeting, we about to have a sit down. Not a part of this pussy nigga can't sit round. Bread when the business model bitches getting dick down. Get the phone back when they finish, get them kicked out. All in favor of a favor for a favor. Any other matter, we gon' bring it to the table. Organization gotta have communication. Full participation, bread one.
Welcome to the sit down, episode 5. I'm John.
What's going on, boy? It's your boy Marcus.
Yo, I'm Tim.
Hey, man, look, man. Hey, I know we ain't seen each other in a while,
Man.
so I want to
Been
see
a
how
little
y'all. It's been a little minute,
Been a
ain't it,
little
man?
minute.
Yeah, we been slacking, man. We slacking on our job.
Summertime.
But the thing about it, man, in the spare time, what we been doing, man, we been being fathers, man. Great fathers, great fathers,
Oh,
great
yes,
fathers.
sir.
Cause you know we got Father's Day coming up, what, in about 2 days or so. So, I mean, I want to talk about, you know, we got a hard task too. You know, a lot of times we talk about the women's job as being the hardest job, but as a father, it's a hard job too that we have to do.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to just ask y'all a quick question, man. Do you think, like, as you being a father, what kind of father do you think you are? Do you think you're a great father?
That's a good one. Yeah. I guess I'll take the first pass. The biggest thing that I'll say about it is really two things, right? You know, one, you know, we can always grow, right? You know, we can always grow, we can always learn. And then I would say the second thing about it as being a believer, you know, we're limitless, right? So regardless if you're 30, regardless if you're 40, 50, 60, however old you are, you know, each and every day, you know, you can grow. And so what I reflect back on myself and say is that, am I the best father that I will ever be in my lifetime? I believe that I'm not.
Right.
Because I know I got a lot more experiences, situations that I'm gonna go through, that my kids are gonna go through, that me and my wife are gonna go through, that's gonna help me be a better father than I am today, than I may be tomorrow or next week or the next year. So that's my take on it. Yeah, I feel like I'm the best that I can be right now.
Right now, yeah.
Because I sit back and I reflect, okay, what can I learn from today? What can I learn from the mistakes I've made and the successes I've had in the past and be better on this next day? But am I the best ever right now in my life? Nah, I think I can grow some more.
Yeah, I'm the best there is, and the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Here we go. Here we go.
So far,
Tim
so
number
good. So far, so good, man. My kids they love me a lot. I think I'm doing a great job so far. But I gotta give a shout out to Johnny Yates, a couple of guys, Johnny Yates, Jerry Johnson, Pastor Turner. They was fathers figures for me.
Oh, yeah.
So they kind of just showed me a way how to deal with my kids now, as far as like discipline and all that. But the thing is that, you know, your kids are representing you. You know, so far, like when my kids go out with me, they be on chill mode and they be very respectful and everything. And we'll get on them cases or whatever. But so far, I know I have a lot of improvement. But right now, yeah, I'm like Brett the Hitman Hart. Just, you know, I got a lot of, I want to have something to leave behind for them that coming with, you know, life wellness movement and, man, having some good life insurance and all those type of things. So if something happened to me, I want to make sure, like, daddy, I ain't left something behind, something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so far.
Yeah, and my take on it, I honestly say, like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I get down on myself and I'm like, man, I don't think I'm the best father, you know, to my children as I can be. But it's like you were saying, it's all about learning.
Yeah.
And one thing about learning, you know, I have to say, like, I didn't, when I was growing up, I didn't have nothing to, you know, look at and to model myself after. I didn't see no father, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I never had my dad in my life. I only probably seen him like 3 times. And so like I see that, like, sometimes like in my actions, I see that, like, as I've grown and I learned myself a lot, I see sometimes in my actions that hinders me in being a father. Because I don't understand exactly how to be the father and show them things that I need to show them because I never learned those things. You get what I'm saying? But it's all a learning process. And I like, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I might hurt my kids. Like not like in a physical way or like emotional contact way. Because I don't know how to truly like show that love. And I only know one way. I was raised by a mother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, you know how when you raised by your mother, man, you are an emotional person too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're emotional.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, you pick up on certain things. So it's like sometimes with me, I feel like it's hard for me to be a father, you know what I'm saying? But I want to be the best father I can be. But I don't think it's necessarily, I think like you actually saying I'm the best father. I think there's like that's like
number one dad.
No, that's not
Dad of the
you
year.
can't be that. You know,
Yeah.
to me, honestly, I feel like you can't be that because it's like, how you know?
Yeah.
How do you know you're the best father? Like,
Yeah.
is your kids telling you you're the best father?
Yeah.
Folks seeing your actions saying you're the best father?
Yeah.
How do you know? You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's a lot of times I say is like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I try my best. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, like, bro, I know for sure, like, I'm not the best father I can be to my children. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't get down on yourself. You can't hurt yourself, but it's all a learning experience. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, we're going to keep learning, we're going to keep growing, and we're going to keep striving to be that. You get what I'm saying? So,
Jay, you touched on an interesting point, which is, you know, so you have a group of men, and I would say a group of children, you know, of course, young women and you know, women as well, that either did or did not have a father figure in their life, whether that was their, you know, actual, you know, biological father, you know, immediate father that helped them grow up, or, you know, a father figure that they, you know, were able to, you know, have that mentorship, that father relationship with in the community, or like, you know, maybe like your case, you know, no father figure at all. You know, kind of, you know, I seen Uncle on 4th of July, you know, the family reunion, cousins. Yeah. So I would ask the question, you know, how did that impact you really as a child, and then growing to maybe, you know, our younger than, you know, we're not super old, right? I think
we up there.
We creeping up the mountain. I think we hit some of the pinnacle stages of, you got, you know, adolescence, you got your teen years, and then your 20s. Now we're in our 30s. We kind of them like, okay, you know, we know the stupid stuff that we need.
I can't fuck like I used to. That's one thing about it. Like, I got a little age on. I can't fuck like I used to. So I don't know if I'm gonna have some more kids. So I'm gonna do what I do. But now, how you were saying though, is like you said, impact. The impact that I had is like, you know, it's like when you're growing up, man. And you on that playground, you get what I'm saying? Like you on that playground, and you playing. Your mama sitting over there, and you might see some kids and they daddy sitting over there. And so when you seeing it, you like, damn, I wish I had that. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like now it's like I put so much stress on myself. It's like now I gotta be there. Like I don't miss nothing. Like anytime my kids let go, I'm there. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. You get what I'm saying? I try to be there for the support because I never had support. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. But the learning thing about it is like sometimes I just say to myself, I'm like, damn, what more can I do? You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like I've done a lot. It's like you still got more to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes I get down on myself. It's like, damn, bro, I gotta be a better father. You get what I'm saying? I gotta be a better father. And that shit is hard though. Like it's really hard because like I said, when you ain't never had that, and you never been shown that, you never learned that, you never been taught that, it's like
you almost kind of feel like you always chasing.
Always chasing it. You get what I'm that's fucking right. That shit like you always chasing that shit. It's like, bro, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then you sit back, you like, bro, I'm fucking tired. Like, nigga, I'm doing this, that, and the third, but it like I know what I'm saying, sometimes I look at my daughter and I see her and I'm like, damn, you know. You're the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, it's like if it's just because I'm her daddy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I look in her eyes, bro, and I see something so precious, and I'm like, damn, bro, I just wish I could just, you know, like I want to be here for everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to be here for everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to, like, I already been there for when you follow the script you need. I want to be there when you get married. How can I live longer? How can I do this? And that's my only thing is like, how can I live longer to see everything? Because I want to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I look at my little boy and that motherfucker, oh my Lord, that motherfucker rough. You know what I'm saying? But he's everything a product of me. Even though he look like his mom, he's still a product of me. You get what I'm saying? Everything he do from his mannerisms to everything, he's mine. And so when I look at that and I'm like, damn, bro, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, the most beautiful thing is being a father, bro. And I honestly say, I think the most beautiful thing is being a father is, man, sitting back and just watching your children, bro. Like, watching them figure out life on their own. You get what I'm saying? That shit is the most beautiful thing. Because you got to sit there and take it like, damn, you know how to do that? You know how to figure that out? You understand that? It's like, wow.
They flowing through.
They flowing through. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, being a father, man, it's a great privilege. But it's like, damn, what more can I fucking do?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
It
comes some tasks, bro. So
what about you?
I mean, technology done came through.
He said,
I ain't gonna lie, that tablet a motherfucker.
That tablet is
motherfucker.
good.
That
I
shit
mean,
give you
like, just us learning from like they teaching us a lot of things about technology now. So I'm really learning a lot of things from them. I just want them to continue to grow. They like 10 times smarter now. Back in the day, we wasn't having these tablets and stuff.
Yeah, I was stupid. I was stupid. I knew
Well, it was like what, just beepers and what, cricket phones.
Snakes,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, that's why I say like now, I like, cause I'm in control. Cause it's like, bro, you know what? Our kids will never understand, bro. It's like when we was growing up, bro. It's not too long ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
When we was growing up, bro,
right?
we didn't have none of the shit that they have.
No.
Bro. We didn't have cell phones. Like, bro, what cell phones come out really like when you just phone a cell phone? 2000s?
Like
They
early to
they
mid
using our old
2000s.
phones
It's like
now.
2000.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga, you was playing Snake on your phone.
Yeah.
You remember?
Oh yeah.
And
it was like-
that flat, long,
Right.
thing.
And then another thing, bro, they don't understand, bro. You remember you have to wait till 9 o'clock to have 3 minutes.
Oh, man.
Y'all remember that shit, right?
Oh,
you
bro.
remember that shit, right?
Bruh.
But it's like, bro, that's why I say, bro, like,
Before the
technology-
cordless phone.
Before everything. So it's like, bro, you gotta understand, like, bro, this shit goes fast. Life goes fast, your children growing fast. So it's like, bro, you gotta soak up every moment that you can with your children if you wanna be a great father. But that shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm
That
saying?
time,
It's crazy, bro.
I forgot about the 9 o'clock free.
Yeah,
minutes.
9 o'clock for a minute, bro.
You took me
You like, hey, you got your little
middle
thing, you know,
school,
you got
bro.
your little thing.
Man,
like,
let me call. Hey, look,
Hey,
let me
bitch,
call
call-
you back. Let me call you back because
Yeah,
I got
no.
too many. You know, I ain't
I'm
got that
telling
many
you,
minutes
hey.
on my phone. You know,
Hey,
I'm
bitch,
hit you
call.
about the 9 o'clock.
Bitch, call me at 9:01. Don't call me at 9 o'clock, bitch. I'm kind of skeptical of that shit. Bitch, it
And
might-
now they using our old phones and going
Right,
on
right,
TikTok.
right,
man,
and
that
all
shit was-
that.
I
Our
just
old
say-
phones that we don't need.
Right, but like I said, man, I just wanted to ask y'all that question as far as like, what kind of father you think you are today, and what can you improve on, and what can you better yourself with? Because like I said, man, being a father, that is a hard job, especially if you've never been around a father, you never seen that. So that's all I wanted to ask y'all on that topic right there. So
We don't get all the credit like that though.
Nah, we
'Cause
don't.
Father's Day, I mean, it's a good Father's Day, but man, they just man really don't mess with us like that.
Man,
Y'all came from us.
Man, I think then the other thing, bro, like,
They don't celebrate us.
they don't celebrate us, but we good.
like,
Yeah, we'll take
I
it.
feel like sometimes, you know, men can understand women's, I would say, tasks a bit
Right,
more. You know,
right,
from a
right,
man, so,
right.
You know, from a man to a woman person, you know, will never fully understand women, right?
Right, never.
And
Hell
women
no,
will never
no.
fully understand
Fuck no.
men.
Right.
But I feel like, you know, men can, you know, get closer to understanding women than the other way around. And so what I mean by that is, you know, just some of the tasks that, you know, men have to, you know, bear subconsciously and consciously.
Yes.
You know, women just can't wrap their
Right,
mind
right,
and
right.
fathom around sometimes that pressure. And I say some women can, right? Because they're forced to,
Right,
to,
right,
to
right.
be in
Right,
that
right.
role. But, you know, really having that division because, you know, the man is the leader.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just like a company, whether it's a church, any type of organization, that leader, right, as God has designed it or the roles has been established, you know, bears the most weight.
Yes.
So quite naturally, if you have, you know, the man as the head and the woman as his partner, there's just some things, and to your point of like, I don't feel like fathers and men get the credit really that's due to us because you just can't really understand it. And,
Right,
and I think we've become okay and
Mhm.
accustomed with it because it's like, you just never understand.
Right.
Like, until
But
you're not a man.
But
You know
this,
what I'm saying?
but this is another thing too. As a father, and if you hold that title and you're strong about being a father, do you think that that affects you? Is not getting that credit? Do you feel like that affects you?
Give me my flowers while I'm here.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Exactly.
but it affects you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it affects me too.
I be like, I'm cool, but in the back of my mind, it
I
bothers
still want you to acknowledge the things that I'm doing as a
Oh, yeah.
father.
Oh,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
some type of appreciation, because I said like we understand, like we know what you're going through, we know what you got to do, but at the end of the day, man, don't forget about us.
Oh yeah.
Like, please don't forget about us, because we need that same love too. And a lot of times we don't get that. You get what I'm saying? But you know, it's just a part of it. You know, you take it good with the bad, but Yeah, that's just, that's why I wanted to.
A few words from your significant other saying, hey, I love you, I'm checking up on you, I'm proud of you.
Right.
You take us a long way, have us straight for the whole day.
Yeah.
Right.
When you speak life into your significant other as the mother or the whoever,
Right.
wife, whatever, man, to us, be good.
Right.
So I say this, women and children out there, this is a great point that Tim just brought up, and I just realized it. So love languages. Men's love language, primary love language. It can vary across men, but most men is gonna be words of affirmation. If you see your man, your husband, whether it's bringing in the bacon, picking up the kids, doing his son, whatever it is, like, babe, hey, I know I was running late. Thank you for picking, man. It will go a long way for me. And note for men out there, women's primary love language is gonna be, that love, that touch. Hey, babe, just want a little expect a little kid. Now it can vary.
I ain't gonna lie, but I did.
It can vary.
I didn't want to tell you. I don't give a damn what you doing. I'm fat.
So you take that over to, hey, babe, thank you for,
Yeah, I take that. I'm trying to lick on my neck. I'm trying to get a wig. Fuck all this shit, all that cute ass shit, biggie, Nicky.
All that cool.
Let I give you something, maybe. Hey, babe, you look good today.
I'm gonna roll you. Drop the draw. When us being fathers, and because I feel like we all can help each other, as grow as being men. Like I said, we all friends. We talk to each other, But a lot of times we don't dive into conversations as this such. So I want to ask you, like, as men, as fathers, like, what advice that you probably can give me, you can give T-Dot, you can give, Quinn, you can give Will, the cameraman and the sound man, and just all of us, like, what advice that you probably can give, even to the people out there, what advice that you probably can give that you feel that can help a man improve, and even yourself, what could you help improve being a better father with?
Got it. Most definitely. For me, man, my life, everybody's life takes it, but, my life really takes a lot of patience. I say, my wife tells me, all the time, be a little bit more patient. She really is, being genuine about it. And I know for me, that's something that I, really want to grow on. And I think a lot of men, a lot of fathers can grow on. So like this morning for me, one of the kids had surgery this morning. So it was my sole responsibility to get all the other 3 kids up and out the door to school, as well as 3 dogs. Right. So it was 6 on 1.
Right. The motherfucker beat you all over. Yo.
And we had to be at the house by really about 8 o'clock. So
I've been there.
Oh yeah. I've been there. So in everybody's life and situation, somebody probably got more responsibility. Right. So I definitely say patience is one thing. Another thing I think honestly is kindness. I think, go ahead.
Don't mean to cut, because when you said kindness, because I didn't want it to slip. Because when you say kindness, I feel like a lot of times as men, we got that.
That's what
it is.
You
know what I'm saying? It's like, you cry, man, go on with that shit, shut your ass up. You know how you do it as a man, because you think that's how it is. Yeah. But, that's a great point. Yeah.
I like you said, kindness, into that, like I was going to say, men, we think that we can't show any emotions, any feelings, weakness, any feelings, anything is going to make us, feel less. But, honestly, I think, the opposite is true. Kindness is not showing weakness.
No, it's not.
It's really more, showing, love, respect, dignity, and honoring and recognizing other people. So I got one more, but definitely I would say, kindness is one, and the last one that I would say is openness. So I think a lot of men, a lot of fathers kind of piggybacking off of that. Is that we can't be open, we can't be vulnerable, we can't, allow ourselves to, just be, submissive sometimes. But again, I think the opposite is true. Like I think what I heard with Tim, being open, being submissive to even your children, you're learning from them. You don't always have to really kind of be in that parent role. Our children are very smart. So we gotta be open. We gotta be vulnerable to learning
to listen and understand what's going on. Correct.
Yeah, and you just said it. Understanding.
Oh, okay, understanding.
Make the kids understand where you coming from. To me, it's very important. That's when it come like we talking. I'm like, I want you to understand what's happening at school. I want you to understand what's happening on the internet. So it's the communication and stuff. So when they, I'm letting them know like, hey, understand that it's gonna be a bully won't mess with you.
Right.
Protect yourself.
Right.
And when that stuff happen, it's like, ding. Dad told me.
Right.
One time, Jordan. Shout out to little Jordan. Man, kids like, man, keep all in the face and stuff. And then he kind of like pushed Jordan a little bit. Jordan like take karate. So he kind of slick strong, so he just, oh man, get off me. T-Dot came, it was a whole nother T-Dot. Because the little boy was like, you know what I'm saying, bullying him. So he already had it fixed in his head. Like, Dad already said, be understand, somebody gonna mess with him, protect yourself at all times. Right. So yeah, once we talk to him and just teach him about life and just say, hey man, don't do this, don't this. We love you. We just wanna, I want you to understand why I'm finna whoop your butt too.
Right.
Because you hit your sister for no reason. So you finna get these couple of licks. You understand why you did wrong, apologize, but you still finna get disciplined. So that understanding.
Not just because I said something.
Yeah, like they hit it, like you say that, like you know, like it'd be like they hit him and then you like, come here, whoop your butt. No, come here, we finna talk about it. Why you finna get your butt?
Yeah, and then I'm finna whoop your butt. You know what I'm saying? Just to understand. And that's a lot of things too. I said like being attentive too. Like paying attention to whatever your child's doing, because a lot of times we don't do that. We don't pay attention. That's because we be so focused on what we're doing or what we got to do, so we don't pay our children enough attention. It's like whenever your child come to you and they ask you something, listen. Because you don't know what place of mind state they might be coming from, because they might be confused, they might don't understand, they might don't know what's going on. Like sometimes, you know, sometimes like if you're in a relationship and your children there, like you and your significant other, y'all might get into an argument. Keep that argument away from your kids. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to do that. Because like I said, they don't understand. And so now when you get in an argument with it, sometimes they might feel like, because I know as a child, me, when that shit was happening, I would be like, I got to pick a side. Either mama or daddy.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want to pick a side. I want to love both.
Right.
But like I said, if we sit here arguing, mom and daddy going back and forth, it's like, damn, what's going on? You get what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of times, like being attentive, and like you said, understanding, talk to your children, be open with them. Like, don't sugarcoat shit. If something goes on, hey, this is why this happened. This is why this is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Don't be like, well, you know, I don't know, I ain't gonna tell them. Because like I said, one thing about a child, they see and they understand shit that you might not even think they understand. They know what's going on.
They locking on.
They locking in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they might come to you and be like, well, Daddy, why did you do that? You be like, damn, do you see me do that? You know what I'm saying? But you get so focused on what you're doing. And another thing too is like, I try to tell my children, like my daughter had an incident, you get what I'm saying, and she was at school and a little boy scratched her arm, and I asked her, I said, why you scratched your arm? She said, because he scratched her arm because of something, forgot what had happened, honestly. And I told my daughter, I said, this is one thing that Daddy's gonna tell you, and I want you to always listen to this, and I want you to take this with you wherever you go. Don't ever let somebody make a decision because you're uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because peer pressure, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
You'll do the craziest shit when you're uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just so that person can either get out your face or do whatever you do. So I was saying, please don't ever let nobody make a decision being uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times, like, I got a daughter. My worst fear, you know what my worst fear is, somebody touching my daughter in an inappropriate way.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, baby, be a woman. Even though you're 7 years old, still carry yourself as a woman. Like my little girl sometimes go get in the shower, she jump on, she throw her little panties on. I still tell her, even though you're at the house, go put some pants on. You get what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, like, I don't want you walking around the house like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Even though I'm your father.
Teaching them self-consciously.
Self-consciously, like, always protect yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I tell her, like, never make a decision out being uncomfortable. Because a lot of times we do that. Even though we was growing up as children, we made a lot of decisions out being uncomfortable. Like, first time smoking weed, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you smoke weed? because somebody was peer pressuring you to smoke that weed. You probably didn't want to smoke it.
Right.
But it was the peer pressure. It was somebody making you feel uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? So like that's another thing that I say, and a lot of times, like I said, we wrapped up into like a lot of things that can make us be a better father. But I just pray that you become a better father. I pray I become a better father. I pray you become a better father. I pray we'll become a better father. Quinn become a better father. Because all that we got is to be a father. Because we got children that look up to us.
Man, that's it.
And the worst thing that we can possibly do is fail that. You get what I'm
Be
saying?
a bad example for them.
Yeah, we don't want to do
I
that.
feel like this, John, like social media, TV has taken over the world. Social media is taking over the world.
Right.
And YouTube taking over the world.
Right.
And it's showing the kids we have to really be attentive and talk to the kids. They gonna see some stuff that we ain't never seen
Right, 'cause
before.
this is the thing.
And stuff like that. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you say that because, you know, we got boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're
gonna
gonna dive into
the other side of the coin.
We're gonna dive into this because you know you see like the Dwayne Wade situation. You know what I'm saying? You see what's happening, right?
That's tough.
His little boy, 12-year-old came out and said, "I want to be a woman." You get what I'm saying? I have a little boy. I'm not gonna say like that's my worst fear of my little boy coming out to be, because I want my little boy at the end of the day to be yourself. Don't hide from nothing. Don't feel like you don't supposed to be yourself, but I still want you to be respectful of yourself and who you are. But I'm gonna just say, like, I remember a lot of people, like, men, like, oh, they tough and they feelings, like, nah, man, you don't do that to no boy, you don't do that to no boy. But at the end of the day, man, it's their child's life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people commit suicide because they're afraid to be who they are. You get what I'm saying? People kill themselves, they're depressed because they're afraid to be hard. And I can honestly say, like, I don't want it, you know what I'm saying? But I have to think that way, like, because your child sees so much shit, like you said, on social media.
Social media.
They see so much, like, you got movies.
And I say, even not to cut you off, because on that point, even without social media, because, and I'm not against anybody and how they live their life, but it's becoming to where it's just commercialized on the if you watch a movie,
I just said, you know, the show we grew up on, Rugrats. Yeah. Right? On the new season that's coming out, they have, you know, the twins' mom, Phil and Lil, their mom actually gonna be with a woman.
Wow. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So your kids seeing shit like that.
Yeah. So
it's like kind of hard to protect them from seeing it. So it's
right,
like,
that's when I understand.
if your child comes out to you and say, "Mom and Dad, I think I like women," and you're a girl.
Yeah.
"Dad, I think I like boys," and you're a boy. That's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love my child more than whatever judgment that I have. So at the end of the day, I'm going to love my child for wherever my child wants to be. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach them. I feel what you saying, John, but I'm sure gonna teach them like, hey, you both the kids. This girl right. You know, like
but this is the thing.
I'm gonna be kind of hurt.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurt because, but you say that though. But this is the thing. Like, we're not always around.
Right.
You can't protect them from that. You get what I'm saying?
It's still gonna be exposed.
It's gonna happen. They're exposed to it. Like I said, their own man. It's like I said, it's commercialized. Like that's what's gonna happen. So it's like, would you deny your child? Would you? If your child came out, would you deny him?
No,
that's tough. That's tough.
But I'm gonna still try to bring them back home.
Yeah. So
right. At the same time, you know, I don't like it, but I want you to understand that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't discriminate.
Right.
Shout out to everybody on there.
Yeah.
I love everybody. I don't judge, but at the end of the day, you and Tim rolling for house.
Hey,
I'm still gonna teach you where you need to put what in
but no, but
I get it.
Yeah, I get because I don't want nobody thinking the wrong thing. Like,
right.
I really don't give a fuck what you think. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day,
just how they think.
I'm their parent father.
Yeah, that's when I understand.
But it's just like,
come in.
I just like wish like a lot of times, like I said, we had a stigmatism like boom, boom, boom. But I just want y'all to hear this, like, you got to be open to a lot of shit that's going on in the world today because a lot of shit is commercialized. We see a lot of shit. Yeah. Like, your child can go in the store right now and see a man holding another man's hand and be confused of what's going on.
And so to that point, I want to throw out two more suggestions of how we can be better fathers, and the importance of kind of what we just talked about a little while back. the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, the father and the mother being together as much as possible. Right. So let's take it all the way back. All the way back.
That's where it's at right there.
The only way people can come in this world is through sperm and egg.
Fuck.
Now we done made it a little bit more scientific. But but that's how it was at first. So that's what I'm teaching my kids at home. Again, shout out to everybody. You have your own opinion. You asked me for my opinion and how I would feel about it. So the point that I would give about the advice is to be more present. Right. So if you have the privilege, I would honestly say, because it's hard. Everything not only are our kids being exposed to, we as adults, men and women being exposed to. It's constantly trying to pull division between the home. So therefore, you have all of that pressure.
Say that again.
Division in the home, so that either the husband or the wife is not present. So I would, advise fathers to be more present, because again, consciously and subconsciously, you being present, with your baby mom, your spouse, your wife, whatever it is teaching those kids whether they watching Rugrats now, watching a Hulu commercial out of school. What am I learning in my home? When you sitting down having an umbrella for conversation, understand.
Say that one more time.
What am I learning in my home? Okay. And this is why you gotta teach your children to understand. Like, you're gonna be exposed to stuff when you in school, when you go to college, when you out in the world, you're gonna see stuff at the grocery store. Like, hey, that ain't how that don't go on in my home. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's where I would say you gotta be more present. And then to your point, if for whatever reason, your beliefs, one of your children, for your beliefs, come out a way that you don't necessarily desire or agree with, I think you touched on it, but the point that I'll give, forgiveness. The one thing that I would say that is hard to live in life with is bitterness. It will eat away at you like cancer. It will eat away at you like termite. It will just it will take away so much of your progress and growth that you have been trying to work on. You being bitter, like you got 3 or 4 other children, and say one did something, sex wise, gender wise, whatever, life wise, that you didn't agree with, and you couldn't find it in your heart to forgive them, and you become bitter the rest of your life. That's a horrible way to die.
Yeah, you can tell by the action how a person acts towards you, the bitterness.
Oh yeah.
That goes with baby mama, baby
daddy. Boy, y'all boys talking though.
Y'all
talking now.
I'm talking about you really
talking
have,
for real.
Parents have to, if you not in a relationship, we gotta co-parent. We gotta have a understanding.
That's a whole
it's over
right there.
Let's focus on the children. All this negative stuff. Yeah, the kids see all of that.
Like I said, when you talking about that,
when they get about 30-some years old, when they got some nuts to really get on your ass, and then they can still leave out the house, and they gonna like, you remember this stuff where you said to mama? You remember that stuff you said to daddy? I ain't like that back then when I was 12. You should never said that. They remember everything.
Yeah, they remember everything. And like I said,
sharp.
The bitterness.
We gotta, like mothers, it's all day coming up. Let that shit go. It's all day coming up.
Let that shit go.
Let the kids know.
Let that shit go. Let that shit go.
Yes.
I'm saying that to say this. Let that shit go.
Men too. Let it go.
Men
she
too.
Like,
nah, for real.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times, like us men as fathers too, we bitter as hell too.
Oh yeah.
We like, damn man, she did that. Man, let that shit go. Because at the end of the day, it's not about you.
It's about
her
those
relationship.
kids.
It's about those children. Yeah. So when I say that to say that, let's improve. Let's be great. Let's be better fathers to our children. Let's help. Let's heal. Whatever we going through, let's get to it, man. Because like I said, we only got one life to live, and we want to live this life as a great father and leave our kids something that they can always live with, memories. Yeah, as we was talking, one of the crew members, Will, the sound guy, he came up with an interesting point of, I forgot what you were saying, but run it, what you were saying?
So basically what I was saying, you said for, women to let it go or men to let it go.
Right.
They got an issue, with the other person or whatever, let it go. And I was basically saying, every year around Father's Day, the father sometimes or most times don't receive a call.
Right.
And basically I was saying, since we on the topic of let it go, I was saying, this year, ladies, man, let that child call their dad,
Right.
Father's Day.
Right.
Let them know it is Father's Day.
Right.
Let them know it is Father's Day. Let them acknowledge that.
Appreciate him,
Right.
If he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, at least,
Right.
that may spark.
That might spark something.
Yeah. There it goes.
There it goes.
Communication.
That communication.
There it go again.
You feel me? You got something to say on that?
Nah, I think that's real. I mean,
That's hard. That's hard.
It goes into a lot of what we've been talking about is our children now, and of course with every generation. I think we were very tech savvy.
Right.
Got exposed to a lot of things a lot quicker and just faster, and so our kids are much more faster. So in our day and age, growing up, and our parents like, oh, your daddy ain't nothing, you don't need to talk to him. Right. That's one approach, but I think our children again are seeing it's just clicking a whole lot faster. Well, we may not have got it until we were 16, 17, 18.
Right.
Our kids get it at 6, 7, 8.
Facts.
So sit down, talk to them, help them understand, and allow that communication to let them, make those own conclusions on their own.
Right.
When they do, have the conversation with them about it, and then help them through it. Don't just throw it out there. But I think communication is key because you don't want them open question marks in their head so early on in their life. Right. Because they're exposed to things 5, 6 years before we were ever exposed to.
Right.
And trying to understand them too.
Right. And that you say that, Will, it's crazy because it's like when I was growing up, I never had my father, right? But my mom never made me turn my back against my father. Like she always told me, like, always have an open relationship with him. But it wasn't on my mother, it was on him. He never wanted that connection with me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So my mother, like,
different,
still to this day, I can be around my mama and I can be like, man, fuck dude. My mama always said, no, don't say that. It's still at the end of the day, you gotta respect him. That's your father. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's crazy that you say that, because it's like, man, like, sometimes it's not on the woman or the bitterness of a woman. Like, my mama could be the most bitter motherfucker ever in the world and be like, fuck your daddy too. But at the end of the day, she never said that. And I always wondered that. I'm like, what the fuck you ain't saying fuck this nigga? Like, man, he fucked you over. He left you with 2 kids to raise. You get what I'm saying? It's like, why the fuck you never said that? But at the end of the day, she always told me, like, nah, at the end of the day, you gotta respect him as a man. That's your father. And I remember, like, recently, man, I went to Vegas. I was on my way to Vegas. My father lived in Vegas, right? And it's crazy, bro. So I called him. I reached out to him, my grandma. Rest in peace, my grandma. She said, baby, where you going? I said, baby, I'm going to Vegas. Like that, right? She said, your dad in Vegas. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, so she like, reach out to him. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm not reaching out to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't been in my life. I'm 27 years old. He ain't been in my life. Fuck what I reach out to him for. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I remember the week before I was going to Vegas, I called him. I said, hey, Pops, and I still respected him. I called him my dad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pops, I'm coming to Vegas. Man, mind you now, I don't talk to this man. Like, and honestly, when I'm 30 years old, I probably had a conversation on the phone with this man probably about 5 or 6 times. I still call this man Pops. It's my dad, you know what I'm saying? But only reason, this off the strength of my mother saying that. Right. You get what I'm saying?
I think that's
so,
one of the big points.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, bet. So I called him, I said, hey man, I'm coming to Vegas, right? So, man, I'm old lady at the time. I'm excited. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna see my father. I'm excited, bro.
Like little kid.
Little kid, bro.
Wait,
I'm 27 years old, bro, but I'm being
look.
a child, bro. Like, I'm finna see my father, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I remember like the week, bro, I'm going to Vegas. I called him the week before. He said, yeah, I'll be here, man. Yeah, we'll have a good time. I said, man, I just want to see you. I just want to have a conversation with you. And I'm not finna judge you, nothing. I just want to see you. I just want to see where I came from. I just want to see if I'm anything like you. Yeah. That's all I want to see, bro. You get what I'm saying? So, I remember like the day before, man, I'm finna get on the plane to Vegas, man, I get a phone call. It's like the, wherever the Vegas area code is. I didn't answer it first, because I'm thinking maybe it's just the hotel people, something like that. So it called me again. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I answered, boom. He was like, hey, yeah, what's up, son? I'm like, what's up, Pop? You know what I'm saying? What do? He said, hey, I just want to tell you, when you coming to Vegas again? I said, I'm coming this day.
Man said, oh yeah, I just want to let you know, man, I ain't gonna be around when you come. Man, that shit crushed me. That shit crushed me. I was so excited, bro, to see this man. Wow. And that man said that to me, bro. Wow. That shit hurt me, bro. And I'm looking at my old lady like we on the plane, looking at her. She's like, what's wrong? I ain't even told her yet. Right. You feel me? I look at her, I say, man, what the whoa? I broke down. You feel me? On the plane, bro, I broke down. And she's sitting there like, what? I was like, for real? So that man just told me that. You feel me? But like I said, man, it's not always on the mother. It's like the father got to step in and make that connection too. Yeah. He got to do his part. Because one thing about it is you being a father, if your child, you can make a fucking way, bro. If you want to be in that person like that child, like, bro, you can fucking make a way. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, that was my quick brother. I'm glad you said that because I really never shared that with nobody but my, like, some of the old ladies. She was just like, I feel like a bitch ass nigga, boy.
and I feel that same way. Like my daughter, she lives in Atlanta.
Right.
So, you know, I'm here in Memphis, she in Atlanta, you know, and some people might think it's crazy, but I'm driving 5.5 hours just for donuts with dad.
Got to.
Man, oh yeah.
I drive 5.5 hours, I get stuck in traffic. I get to the school, I got 5 minutes. With my daughter, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Donuts with dad is like a 45-minute thing.
Right.
I only get 5 minutes in the hallway. I don't even make it to the cafeteria.
Wow.
I'm in the hallway. Now I gotta turn right back around and drive 5.5 hours back to Memphis.
Hot 12 hours.
Yeah, man.
But I do that shit
hey,
today, tomorrow,
and
the next day.
You feel me?
Because when she get 25,
she gonna
30,
remember that.
35, she gonna remember that. She gonna be able to understand. And she gonna, and that's gonna make a big difference in her life versus you know. I mean, because you do, you know, another way, make the phone call. The phone call is gonna make a big difference. Right. Not showing up is gonna have another impact. Right. But you showing up, being there, even giving her those 5 minutes, showing the effort. You know, she knowing that you drove 5.5 hours there, gotta drive 5.5 back. Right. That's gonna, you know, that's gonna have another impact as well.
Right. You got something to say on that?
No, I don't.
You ain't got nothing to say, but yeah, like I said, man, that shit hurt me, dog.
I'm so sorry you went through that.
Nah, it's cool, bro. You know, it's like, man, hey, at the end of the day, man, we still had that sticking to
I do
grown ass man.
One thing I will say, it's gonna come a day.
Yeah.
And he gonna wish.
He had that. I'm gonna say this though, bro. And we're gonna wrap this shit up. But you know, you said you had something to say?
I mean, we can buy all the shit in the world for our kids.
That materialistic, hey.
Like, I mean,
that shit don't mean nothing. I don't go fuck all. You can have all the fucking money in the fucking world.
I can go a whole situation with my whole situation, but man, that time just the present. Like kids, at a certain age, our kids is right now. Yes, we want to understand, but right now they just want to kick with their cousins. Like they want to kick, but it's just like dad is right there. After I get through kicking my cousin them and all this stuff, he's right there. Right. So that time, just a little couple of words or whatever, what you did, that she gonna remember that. She gonna, you know, it's gonna get so much better in the future because kids gonna work so hard to make sure we have it. They remember these stuff. Like my daddy did this for me. I'm gonna buy my dad a car. When I do this, I'm gonna do this. It's just like I wanna.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Show my love to my father or mother. Right. So yeah, that's what's up, man.
And I'm gonna leave with this, and we're gonna leave with this. Yeah. Before we wrap it up, cause I want to get one more story, cause you said that, bro. I remember after the Vegas thing, right? I remember I called him again, bro.
I
was trying to fix it, bro. I'm trying to fix it, bro.
We better than me, pop.
Yeah, you feel me, bro? Hey, but I felt like a whole ass nigga, bro. But I tried to fix it, bro. I tried to make it better. Because like I said, at the end of the day, man, I called my dad. I said, boom, I still respect him. You know, my pops, you know, I gotta respect him. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you done did to me. You ain't been in my life. I still respect you as a man. You know what I'm saying? But I remember I called him, bro, like, I hit him. I was like, hey, man, what's up? We talking. We just chopping up. I said, hey, man, I really appreciate it, man, if you can meet my kids. You don't have to be, all I would ask him, I said, bro, you don't have to be nothing for me in my life. You don't have to be a father for me. I'm grown now, bro. I have no resentment towards you. I have nothing towards you. But I just would appreciate it if you could just be in my children's life. Be that grandfather, bro. Cause I didn't have a grandfather. You feel what I'm saying? So I want them to experience a grandfather. Like, you can fix this shit. All this shit you did, you can fix this right now, bro, if you be a part of my children's life. For me. All I ask of you as your child. Man, you know what that man told me?
What?
Man told me, man, I ain't hearing that shit, man. You get off my phone.
Damn.
Wow.
He didn't say it that, but he said
that's how
that.
it's like, yeah.
You feel me? That's how it came off. I'm like, damn, bro, like for real, it's like that.
Beat your ass.
Yeah. But, you know, it's part of the game. It is what it is, man. You know, we live and we learn, but I never try to fix that situation again. Fuck, dude. But I love you, dog. Like, I still love you, dog, because at the end of the day, I gotta love you, bro. You gave me who I am. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I still love you. But
I think that's that big point of forgiveness,
right?
Not taking bitterness, and then
Right.
the other side, not taking any, excuses or make up from. We don't know what he has fully went through,
Yeah, facts.
and
Facts,
again,
facts.
there. And for
It
our
trickled
understanding,
down.
for
Right.
who we are,
Right,
how we
right,
raised,
right.
there's no way we could abandon our kids. But
Right.
sometimes, man, hey, life is a mother.
It's a motherfucker. It's a
So
motherfucker.
and we talked about pressure before. It's just sometimes, hey, it causes people to do things that we can't really ever see ourselves doing. Just
Right.
or don't understand. So again, I'm not taking any making any excuses for him, taking up for him by any means. But I will say, we talked about understanding is that, the biggest thing that we can do is control our responses to situations. And what we're told
Facts.
is to continue to love.
Facts.
Even if we, don't agree with it, don't, appreciate it, deal with it, love, forgive, and move on, just as Jesus Christ and our Lord and Savior did for us.
That's right.
That's
That's
what
some
you
love.
And I'll add to that. I think it's more so as men. We have a lot of times we don't realize it as men, but we have the power to break the cycle.
Oh man.
You know?
Oh man.
A lot of
Oh
times
man.
a lot of times we don't realize that. We, sometimes you may do things because he beside you, or you may do things because he's beside you. But in reality, it don't matter who beside you. You got the power to make that decision. Am I gonna go right or am I gonna let go left? You know what I'm saying? And so I'll say as fathers, we have the power to break the cycle. The way he was to you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna come a day
shit
where
broke.
your kids gonna have kids, you know what I'm
That
saying?
shit broke.
And that alone gonna make you be the best grandfather you can be to your grandkids because of the way your dad was to you. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? A lot of people know my dad. I share my dad with all my friends. That's the type of
He's solid. He's solid. He's solid. He's
the type
solid.
of guy he is.
He's solid.
And
He's solid.
I want everybody to get a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? You plant a seed, it's gonna grow.
Can't be selfish with that.
Exactly.
Can't be selfish with that blessing.
Exactly. So that's why I say I have a son. Just turned 2 on a couple days ago. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that, I'm showing him, hey yo, this is what we gonna do, this how we gonna do it. It's things that we all of us got that ability to be great. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us to go that extra mile. It may be too late for us to go to the NFL or NBA, but we got small kids, whether they go to the NFL, the NBA, or whether they be a doctor, a lawyer, we got the power to put into them where they can be whatever they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can get carried away with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll never tell my kids like, oh nah, I don't think you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the first episode. Every day I'm telling them on the way to school, hey, you gonna be the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? You smart, you a leader, you this, you that. This dude 2 years old, I ain't thinking about none
But
of
you
that.
instilling that.
But I'm starting early. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You gotta start early to break that cycle of every day. It's different races that put their kids in position. You know what I'm saying?
They sure do. You wonder why you got millionaires at 15.
What are you gonna do?
But that's our downfall as black people.
Yeah.
But that's another topic.
Right.
That's
what
another topic.
That's
But
a hot one.
That's a hot one. But at the end of the day, as we wrap this up, man,
like I said, man, I pray that you continue to be a great father.
Yeah.
I pray that you continue to be a great father. I pray that you continue to be a great father. I pray that you continue to be a great father. And I pray that y'all have the best Father's Day that y'all can have, that you ever had. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you know what this is. What it is. This is the sit down.
Sit down.
Where men talk.
Yeah.
Episode 5. Happy Father's Day.
We out.
Peace.
Tryna release touch. Motherfucker meeting, we about to have a sit down. Not a part of this pussy nigga can't sit round. Bread when the business model bitches getting digged down. Get the phone back when they finish, get them kicked out. All in favor of a favor for a favor. Any other matter, we gon' bring it to the table. Organization gotta have communication. Full participation, bread.